There are two ways to overcome. No, not only two, three, four ways. I think four ways to master this and overcome this problem. First is that is a little monotonous and I can say conventional way. You have mixed two things. You want to ask about the how to grab the opportunity or how to become confident or how to speak confident. Like what is the
Yes, ma'am.
question exactly? How to grab
Yes, ma'am.
opportunity?
How to grab and how, yes, ma'am. How to grab the opportunity.
Okay, how to grab the opportunity? First, if you are
Hello,
clear
ma'am.
about. Hi, hello Shubham. Good morning. How are you?
Hi. Yes, ma'am. Fine, ma'am. And what about you, ma'am?
I'm doing exceptionally well. Thank you so much for asking.
So, first of all, ma'am, it is a second time that we have been a meeting over here. And
Oh
I
my
think,
goodness. When
yes,
did
ma'am,
we
of
meet
course.
last?
I think we met each other, I think 6 months ago, 6 or 7 months ago.
Oh God. I have met a lot of people here and I'm so sorry. Yeah, can you just
Okay,
introduce?
no problem, ma'am. I know. Yes, ma'am. My name is Shubham. I basically from Madhya Pradesh, Rewa district. And about my experience, I have been a part of English teacher in the
Okay.
primary school. And apart from that, ma'am, my hobby is reading books because I know, ma'am, if I want to improve my communication skill, I started incorporating so many things like watching YouTube videos, like your video.
Mhm.
And apart from that, Minipuri ma'am is there, where I watch some English content and podcast. And also I started reading one more thing, which also helped me to increase my communication skills. Yes, ma'am. That's all about me.
Oh, that's lovely to know, and I'm really sorry. I am not able. I think I didn't recognize. Did I upload the video on my channel? That
Yes, ma'am. I think you uploaded that video on the YouTube.
okay. Okay, I'll check it later. Okay. So, you read books and you watch podcast conversations. So, what made you to send email again after 6 months?
Because, ma'am, I felt that when I had a first time of conversation with you, so
Mm-hmm.
that time I felt very nervous and I was like of under unconfident. So after spending so much time or effortlessly, I got to know that I became confident. So I
Mm-hmm.
sent an email to you to have a conversation with you to boost my and polish my communication skill. And one more thing,
Okay.
ma'am, I just want to say that if you made the eye contact with the person that you are having conversation with,
Mm.
so it is supposed to have the eye contact. It
Yeah.
shows your confident and how much knowledge you have. It shows, ma'am. So that's why
Yes.
I started having the video conversation.
Hmm. So, with how many people you have talked till now?
Till now, I had around fifth or six people that I had conversation till
But
date.
you have been learning the language for last 6 months, right? 6 to maybe
No,
1 year.
ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
1 year. I have been
1 year.
working on my communication
So
skill.
there are a lot of YouTubers nowadays who are talking to each other, or you have only talked to five people. Why?
Yes, ma'am. Because some of the busy hectic schedule, so
Okay, you
I
don't have
couldn't
time.
able to. Yes, ma'am. I couldn't get connected to the many peoples and many tutors.
Okay. Hmm, I
Yes,
understand.
ma'am.
Okay. But you have started reading books nowadays.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So do you have any topic in your mind today to discuss with me? Anything that you like to?
Yes, ma'am. First of all, that I have a basic problem that every learners have. That
Hmm.
is, while speaking, we face some words are there where we are not able to pronounce well. So, how
Hmm.
can I get rid of this problem?
There are two ways to overcome. No, not only two, three, four ways. I think four ways to master this and overcome this problem. First is that is a little monotonous and I can say conventional way to do it, and that is to just search the word on Google, and whichever the pronunciation you like and are able to resonate with or are easy for you, you can pick like British, American, or Indian on Google. Listen to that pronunciation and pick that. That is one conventional way to master your pronunciation. Second is,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have heard many a times from people that we have issues with certain words like T, P, some other words and sounds like O, and I don't know particularly about those. So that can be mastered by doing a lot of tongue twisters. Sorry, tongue
Yes,
twisters, yes. So many people have
twisted.
shared with me, like, if you do tongue twisters, if you are interested in that, they are a little challenging, but over time they help a lot to uh, polish your pronunciation. That is second.
Yes, ma'am.
Third, which I do and I admire and I like and I'm able to resonate with and I learn from, that is shadowing. I just listen to native
Shadowing.
speakers who are good at, already native speakers are good, but who are like way more articulative and are easy to understand and focusing more on pronunciation and intonation and all that. So I do shadowing practice a lot. And fourth is very natural way to grab it and get it, which is like you watch a lot of English movies and web series, and from there, like if you have problem with any word and you come across that word while watching also, you pay a little more attention. That's what I do. Like these are the two things which I do, which one is shadowing, which directly help me a lot because my attention is there to just focus how they are pronouncing, how they are articulating, and I just copy them and then I repeat. Natural way also I follow, and that is while watching web series and movies. Nowadays I am totally inclined towards consume content from native speakers and not on YouTube. Now I have switched to Netflix and I am into movies now. So then I when I watch them and I come across the words which I mispronounce and I have problem, I struggle to pronounce right, and I pay a little more attention. I just repeat that 2 to 3 times, like I do this the back step for 10 seconds and then listen to it again. So these are the two ways I do. I don't do the tongue twister, and I don't do like the conventional way of searching the pronunciation and all. So these are the four ways that can definitely help you to overcome, and whatever you like, or you can try all four, and whatever you find best for you, you can just go with that.
Yes, ma'am, I do agree with you that you have the point that you have given and discussed and mentioned over here. But I do also these practices like the shadowing techniques I have been doing around from for the last 1 month.
Hmm.
But apart from that, I do also the tongue twister practices.
Okay.
But yesterday I had a discussion with the friends. But when I start speaking in the flow, so
Hmm.
my tongue gets slipped while
Okay.
delivering the sentence. Awesome, like the transportations and infrastructures. When I say it the in the flow, then my tongues got get slips.
Hmm. Got it.
So
Okay.
yes, ma'am.
So it happens because our our sorry, not mother, our that tongue
Tongue.
and our muscles, sorry, our muscles are not habitual of these right pronunciations. Since our childhood, we have picked already the wrong one, and which is already used around us, people around us, right? Or maybe in schools also we have heard, or maybe we have been using the wrong pronunciation for 10 years, for 15 years. So, doing that unlearn, relearn, making the new muscle memory is challenging. It takes time.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, it is a gradual process. If we see, okay, in 1 month I should be pronouncing the word right. No. Do not just pressurize your muscle. Do not just pressurize your mind. The muscle will gradually pick it up when you are doing it again and again and again for 6 months continuously. Just do not pressurize to pick that and you feel like, okay, tomorrow I have to pronounce it right. No, little bit consciousness is required when you are speaking, when you are using the word. But over time, if you are just repeating every single day, I must say repetition is the right way to have the exercise of this muscle to get the right pronunciation. Repetition over time will give you the result. Okay, so
Yes,
when
ma'am,
your
of
then
course.
your muscle, similarly as our subconscious mind becomes clear and gets effectively the uses of the word, then it becomes easier for us to use while speaking, right? Otherwise, if the word is not in our subconscious mind or in our memory bank, then we are not able to use and pick those words till then we have to revise the words multiple times. I still do, like whenever I come across new words which are not new totally for me, like I have heard multiple times or read multiple times and I'm not able to use, I still just underline those words, I still just highlight those words, so my mind can naturally pick, okay, this is the word I'm continuously highlighting, and I can use. I don't even pressurize my mind, but my mind automatically picks that word over time. Similarly, our muscle also will become familiar, and it will be there, and then you will start pronouncing it naturally in a right manner. But it takes time, because for 10 years you have been using the wrong pronunciation. In 1 month you want to change. It's not that easy, right?
Yes, ma'am,
That
of
is why
course.
it
I,
happens again.
yes, ma'am. I have also a group of people where we discuss. And yesterday that I have mentioned that I had a discussion about some using. We had a creative session like you are a waiter and I am a customer.
Okay.
Let's start a conversation about like a restaurant. So at that time I felt some nervousness, but
Hmm.
after some dialogues, when I put over there, so I became confident, and I got a command on it after few time.
Yeah, our mind again becomes nervous on we have fear because we are not maybe habitual of doing anything. It's not about language. Forget about the language. Anything which you are not familiar and which you don't do, you will feel it difficult or challenging at first. But when you do the same thing repeatedly again and again, it will be like cakewalk for you over time. Yeah.
So, ma'am, how many sessions do you do in a day of
In a
your
day, it
speaking?
depends. But I think on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I take classes too. So around 6 to 7 hours I have to work, and then on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday I just do these kind of conversations. So I take 3 or 4, sometimes three. Today I have booked 3 sessions. Yeah. So before you also, I
Okay.
had one conversation with my subscriber.
Oh, one more thing that, ma'am, I would like to ask from you. What is the most important thing and imperative things to become confident while speaking? Like grab the opportunity if you are having a conversation with your friends and you are not able to pick those things and your friends are not listening to you. So what will the next steps you to grab your opportunity? Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you have mixed two things. You want to ask about the how to grab the opportunity or how to become confident or how to speak confident. Like what is the
Yes, ma'am.
question exactly? How to grab
Yes, ma'am.
opportunity?
How to grab and how? Yes, ma'am. How to grab the opportunity?
Okay, how to grab the opportunity? First, if you are clear about your own opinion and you have strong, like you believe in that strongly, like whatever you say, the point of view or the perspective towards anything you have, and you feel that in a group, people are talking about that particular thing, and you also have point, and you assertively believe in that, and you are able to say, then you can just ask them that I also want to add here, and can I add something here, or just you can say like this is my perspective that I would love to share with you, or no, it's not right. Like if you are not agree with somebody who is in the group and saying, so you can just be in the debate too. So it is up to you, like how much eager you are to share your ideas. Otherwise, some people just maintain the silence and listen to others, and that is again a great thing to grab the knowledge. So it is up to you, like if you want to stay silent and grab the knowledge and others point of views and others perspective towards that, or if you want to be that person who want to speak a lot and want to spread his own knowledge. So it is on your, it depends on your hunger, it depends on your desire, that if you want to speak, go and speak. If not in like if you are in groups and you have friends who conduct these kind of conversations or discussions, you can participate there. Otherwise, virtually, I think we have a lot of options now, and there people don't ignore others, like if they are in group, they give everyone chance. Like I do conduct practice sessions too with my students, like in the evening. So when we are in group session and we are for just practicing, like we don't give topics and all, just random things we discuss or any question. Sometimes we share topics too. So then I give everyone chance to speak. Even I ask everyone if they found any problem or grammatical mistake in others, so they can help. And if I ask them to just, you have to pick the mistakes too the others are making, they become more attentive to listen others too, and they are ready to make their own points too. So in groups, I guess virtually people don't ignore each other and they give more chance. So if you can find virtual groups and clubs, try to participate there. So grabbing opportunity is not that much difficult. The problem is, like many a time people come across such things which where they can represent themselves, where they can share their point of view, but they are just afraid of getting that, afraid
Speaking.
of jumping there. So I think if you don't have fear, it's easy even for you to just jump there and just grab the opportunity.
Yes, ma'am. I also totally resonate with it. So the reason of asking these questions because I know, ma'am, I do agree with that. That knowledge is very important.
Yeah.
If you have a knowledge, if you have the surrounding knowledge, apart from your study, so you can also get the opportunity very well. So we had a discussion also yesterday.
Mm.
So I started reading some newspaper for the last 1 year. Sorry, for the last 1 month.
One.
So by that discussion, I made a good impression on that by putting my logical views and some examples in data, and easily I grabbed the opportunity with them, and they
Wow.
started resonating with my ideas, and they appreciate my my goodness, ma'am.
And they are when you start, when you read something first, that broadens your horizons, right? That broadens your
Yes,
horizons, and later when you explain and when you try to elaborate and share your knowledge with others too, then when you get the appreciation, and not even appreciation, when people get something to learn from you, that improves your confidence level. Now when they told these things to you, look, okay, you have great knowledge about this topic and you were able to speak, that helped you to boost your confidence to participate again and share again in future too with anyone.
yes,
You will
ma'am.
feel, oh, last time I did, it was great, it was a good try, let me try it again. So that this confidence will help you to grab the next opportunity too, and like this you keep doing, and one day you become exponential, like you
Yes,
are
ma'am.
able to change. Yes.
That is why I started incorporating so many things like reading books, reading newspaper, watching videos on YouTube, like
Mm.
study IQ. So these are the things that broaden our communication skill, not
Yeah.
communication skill, no, our knowledge. If you
Mm.
have a knowledge, you can also get opportunity between the surrounding. Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Fantastic. It means you are doing really great, and you are trying hard to just push the envelope, and you are trying hard to step out of your comfort zone, which is great. I always appreciate and admire people who are ready to learn and grow. And this is I think I must say the utmost thing which can help you to grow, which is communication skills. And if you are able to grab the attention of the audience, of the people, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely great.
I
Anything
am very
else?
cautious. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am. I'm very cautious and very play attentive role when I get such kind of environment around me.
Wow.
So I deliberately go on that, and why I work on that so that
Mm-hmm.
I become confident. I can boost my knowledge, and I can boost my
Hmm.
so that I can boost my communication skill by having the some discussion. Yes, ma'am.
That's great that you are ready to open up, and you will get even extra opportunities in life. And when the thing you mentioned, that how to grab opportunity, like whenever it comes to get any opportunity is easy. Like in the classrooms also, we always got this, like, who want to answer this question, and hardly five people raise their hand. Okay, I have the answer, or I want to. Hardly raise five people, but maybe around 10 to 20 students know the answer, but they are not ready to just say or raise their hand, right? Because of the fear. So already
Yes,
competition is very less, like very less people are ready to come up and open up and speak. So that's great. Yeah.
yes, ma'am. Of course, ma'am.
Any other question that you want to ask?
Right there at that time, ma'am, I am totally go blank.
Hmm.
Sorry, got blank
Hmm.
for asking the for asking questions.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see.
Okay. So right now you don't have any question, right?
Do you have any questions to ma'am?
Yeah, sure. Okay, I want to ask you one thing. Have you ever come across any piece of technology that you found difficult to use at first?
Sorry, ma'am, I didn't understand your
Okay,
point.
I'm asking like nowadays the technology in the market, everything we use is related to that. So, is there any piece of technology that you found difficult to use at first? For example, let me give you first an example that is this mic. When I purchased this mic, this is a piece of technology, right? I
Yes,
wanted
ma'am.
to use it, and when I installed it, I was not able to. I found it really difficult. I didn't know how to do it, and I was alone here. I was asking others to help me. I was connecting over video calls, even over phone calls, and I was asking what is needed, what is required. And even I did the research too. Like I watch a lot of videos on YouTube, like how to install mic and how to record the voice. And there was kind of a background noise also I was getting a lot, and that was difficult for me initially. But and for I think 1 month I didn't use it. It was just here on my table, but I didn't use it because I didn't know how to do it. But later, gradually, I kept watching a lot of videos. I kept searching what is the issue, what is the problem, and finally I got that. And now for I guess more than 5 months I have been using this. So that was difficult for me to use at first. And another thing which I found people feel difficult using at first, and that is iPhone. When people hear
Yes,
about
ma'am.
iPhone, they say like it's difficult to use at first. We don't understand easily, and people have iPhone. They also have learned over time, or that is why I don't like iPhone at all. Recently I'm planning to purchase a new phone for me in order to create solo videos too. But some people suggested me to go with iPhone only, and that is great for video recording. But I said I'm not very much you know good at using iPhone. I don't like that. So I'll go with something else which can be little expensive, that doesn't matter, but I want great quality, camera quality. But I'll not go with iPhone at all. I don't found it I didn't find it easy to use. My brother has that already, and whenever he comes back home and whenever I use his phone, I'm not able to use it properly. That is
Okay.
why I asked you, have you ever come across any piece
Okay.
of technology that you found difficult?
Yes, ma'am. So I have come across a thing, ma'am, that is Alaska.
Okay,
So yes, ma'am.
interesting.
So when I bought it Alaska, so I was unable to fix it well. There is a lot of certain things that you have to come across. So if you are unable to do that, you will find something uninteresting. So that time it was a period of time that made me something pathetic, that I was unable to fix it well. So when I went on the YouTube and I learned it, how to play it, how to fix it, then I easily got understand how to fix it. Then I started using it. So
Hmm.
then it became the very easier for me. Yes, ma'am.
So we can say thanks to the YouTube, thanks to the social media and people who are creating authentic content, which can, help actually the audience, like how to get rid of these things and how to fix these things. Even sometimes I also face any problem related to this. My laptop also, I go on YouTube on my phone and I search how to fix it. Many a times it helped me a lot. Like whenever I come across any problem, I search and I just do that. So it is great about social media that they are
Yes, ma'am.
helping us in not only just learning but to just live this life in a good manner, whether it is related to learning, whether it is something related to health or mindset or anything. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, I also agree with that. But ma'am, it has become an integral part of our life. Whatever you know, whatever you want to ask or have some experience, you can go on the YouTube and learn it. And one
Mm.
of the most basic thing, ma'am, there are also a lot of video which produce like informal way, like provide or spread a light of misconception. So
Hmm.
I think there is another disadvantages of YouTube.
A lot. The social media, I must say, social media is a double edged sword. A double edged sword is an idiom which means both have positive and negative outcomes or effect. We can say so. Social media, technology, AI, everything has a double edged sword because they have positive and negative both kind of effect in human being nowadays. And I must say, yes, social media is helping us a lot, but somewhere it is helping us connect to each other easily and get the knowledge easily, but somewhere it is kind of a distraction too for many people and for students. Like they, that is a distraction, a huge distraction. uh, and it is
Yes,
not
ma'am.
just affecting our, it is not just killing our time, but at the same time affecting our health too, like eyesight and headache. And people are suffering from this, and because of that people have become lethargic too, so they are not squeezing out time, a useful time for themselves to do exercise or even go for a evening walk or morning walk. Even they have reduced spending time with their family too because of this, because they have the distraction all the time and they have that mobile phone in their hands, so just they open and start consuming content instead of just spending time, quality time with family. So because of that, the bond with family also has been weakened. Yes, weakened. So we can say at the same time technology also is helping us to do the work faster and get more efficiency, become more proficient at doing something. But at the same time it is also making us lethargic, like making people lethargic. At the same time I believe the AI is also doing the same thing, which helps us to do things faster and provides the efficiency. But I believe AI is killing the power of creative thinking. Like we don't focus on thinking creatively. We are just going on some random AI tools and searching whatever we need related to content, related to creating something. But if you want to create something, you should be very good at thinking creatively. Like we have the power, we have the potential to think, because everything is created because first somebody, a human brain, thought about it. Like AI is in the market, why? Because somebody thought about it first. So maybe our brain is more capable than AI too. AI is in the market because of some people, and it means our brain is way more efficient, way more creative, but we are just killing that, right? So I
Yes,
think
ma'am.
we should be a little bit aware of that thing, so we can save and we
Yes,
can
ma'am.
utilize it properly, utilize our
Yes,
mind
ma'am.
actually. AI already
Yes,
people are
ma'am.
using, like they are aware of it and using, but they are not aware of their own mind, that it can be like far more better than anything else in the world. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. If you are not aware about the AI tools, the fact is that which is going to hamper our life because we start getting the things is very real. If
Hmm.
AI, the content and something created by the AI.
Hmm.
And if I talk about myself, ma'am, so it has helped me a lot to boost my confidence, especially in my communication skill.
Hmm.
And yes, ma'am, I would like to say that it has a lot of content on YouTube, not only YouTube, also some Joe stocks. I think I have watched your Joe stock. I think you had been on in the Joe stocks,
Yeah.
right, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yes. I also watched that conversation video, and
Okay.
yes,
That's great, that's great. Yes, I'm saying it is really helping. Social media is really helping. Why? Because a person who is from a village and who doesn't get a lot of exposure to go out to meet people, he doesn't know, like if a person who is from village and he doesn't have phone, social media, then he cannot even be aware of the other people's life, other people's point of view, and he's not able to broaden his horizons, right? And if is even nowadays, if the person is not educated also, he also has knowledge because of the social media. Because now it is not necessary to get every kind of information only in English. Many people are elaborating it in an easier way and in their mother tongue, in Hindi. So if people are not educated or they didn't get the chance to go school and study like the elder generation, then they have this opportunity to learn now from social media. Like my father watches a lot of YouTube and he watches my videos too, so he's gaining knowledge. He has learned a few new words, like he uses sometimes last day also he was using spare word for free time, and I was surprised. I didn't say anything to my father, but I recognize like my father used spare word for free, and like
Yes,
this they are learning. So I think social media is somewhere helping us to just know that okay, we have that much of potential. So it's great,
ma'am.
and I'm thankful that you watched my videos over there too, like my video over Josh Talk too, and you are supporting here too. It means a lot.
Yes, ma'am. First of all, ma'am, I watched your video as an impromptu. So I was scrolling down some videos, and
Mm-hmm.
simultaneously I found your video, and it became some interesting to me, ma'am. So since
Okay.
then I have been watching your video on YouTube,
Wow.
ma'am. It's
Okay.
also helping
Now
me whenever you.
my memory helped me to remember your face actually when you talked with me for 30 minutes. Now I'm able to recall that okay, we had a session earlier.
In the last session, you asked about me how to run. I think how to establish the running habits.
Okay.
So I told you the steps of having the
Mm-hmm.
running habits in you.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. I will search about that video too if I had. But now I remember, like by face, I can recognize later. But it's difficult to remember everyone's name. Yeah, and I
It
have
happens to
talked
everyone.
to more than 1,000 people now. And every day with three or four are new. So, but my father is very good at it. Like he remembers even names, he remembers even places too. Whenever he talks about somebody with me from YouTube, he uses the place's name also. Like he's from there. And I'm like, I don't know. Like I forget
Yes,
that.
ma'am.
So, like this. He talks
It
about that.
it
So
happens.
he's good. Hmm.
Yes, ma'am. It happens to everyone. Because I agree with that you are having a discussion or having some video with everyone, and
Hmm.
you must have across around 1,000 people as you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
So it is happens to remember or recall the person
But I
that you
think that
were
that's
that.
not a good quality to forget people's name and people. That's not good, and I know I need to work upon this. I need to work upon my uh, uh, retention ability, and that will be only improved by doing meditation or something like that. And I would like to do, because it is embarrassing too when you say, "Oh, I don't know you." No, it should be not like that. I should remember people if they are coming on my YouTube channel. But you know what happened earlier? I didn't have the habit of taking name of the people who is talking to me. Like now I greet people like hi Shubham, hi Janil, how, like whatever the person's name, I take name. Earlier I didn't have the habit, even I didn't use in written form also. Whenever I sent any email to anyone, I used to say hi dear, how are you, hi dear, we will meet at this time. I didn't use anyone's name. Okay. But
Yes,
recently I
ma'am.
started, like I take deliberately their name, I call them by their name, and especially I have started with my students first, because it is a little unusual thing for me to do. I don't know why many people say that you should take name of the others, okay, but I didn't have the habit, and I feel unusual, uncomfortable with it, like when I take name of these people. But now I have started with my students, so in group like there are 4 to 5 or 6 people. So whenever I talk to them, I call them by their name, like Sachin, Ankush, Rohit. Like I call them, and Shivani. I call, and now I just use their names because I want to remember their names too. So I think I should start that. And if I do that in every session, like I call their names again and again, then I will be able to remember, okay, I have talked to this person. And I think that is why I was not able to remember.
So I'm in your coaching that you are running on in this time. So I would like to know something that how many activities do you do? How
Depends
many
on
things
the
do you do to provide?
like I don't run any offline coaching, they are just online sessions. My major focus is on fluency, confidence, and sentence structure, like how many minutes and how long you can speak. So for confidence and fluency, I just always ask them to speak more and more. whether it is broken, whether you are making mistakes. No, I just give topics and I ask them to speak more and more. Come across some people who are speaking for less than 1 minute, but later gradually they improve to 9, 7, 9, 8, 10 minutes they are able to speak. So fluency first. Confidence is something which you can not get, or can be boosted by just talking to one person. It somewhere helps to boost, but when you are in a group, then it, affects a lot, then it pushes you a lot to speak confidently and elaborate it. So that is why I conduct those practice sessions where their confidence level is increased. So, and third is sentence structure, which is like when they start speaking a lot. Like if a person comes and he doesn't speak more, then I'm not able to help him, like give feedback. Okay, you need to focus on this tense, or you need to focus on this grammatical pattern. So when they speak more and more, then I pick what they are lacking in, or what are the mistakes majorly they make while speaking. So according to that, I give the feedback. So in that, first I sometimes I give a few words them to construct a story. Sometimes even I give them the starting of the story, and they I ask them to just complete it, so which helps them to improve even their creative thinking. Like they are forced to think and create something, some kind of story or something. At the same time, I just give topics too, where I ask several questions on based of the topic, and if they are ready to elaborate on their own, also like they want to speak for long, then I give them chance to speak. Sometimes I can, and vocabulary is the major part. Like I always teach 2 to 3 new words in every session, so they can build their vocabulary too. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am, it is a wonderful things that you are doing,
thank you so
and it is
much.
definitely will help them.
I
And
hope so.
I
Hmm.
would like to do the same in my own life.
Great.
Like if I get any opportunity to like that, so I will also do the same. Like as you mentioned, to elaborate the things 9 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, because of the fear, they are not able to speak, and this thought is again embedded in their mind that they are not good at it. So I always
Yes,
try my level best to change their mindset too. Like, do not think about it like you are not good at it or you don't know. Nobody knows that. For Indians, it is a second language. Nobody knows that. Nobody born with the language, not even our mother tongue. We learned it later, so this is a language we can still learn that. So I always
right.
try to change their mindset too. Like some people always come in the session and always try to complain. I didn't get time. I don't know how to do, and I forget that, and this and all. So I just tell them to not stop just focusing on mistakes and the problems now. Just focus on the solutions. Okay, so when you
Yes,
start changing your mindset, things will start working out for you, right? The environment will automatically,
definitely.
you will be able to create and generate that kind of energy and aura for yourself, where you can just focus on the solution part, and you can then expect some results from yourself. Otherwise, when you're talking about the problems, your mind will find the excuses to not do it. And when you think about the solutions, your mind will start working for the solutions and right ways to accomplish it,
Yes,
right?
ma'am. Of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, ma'am.
So we talked for, I guess, 40 minutes. Now I want to wind up
Yes,
the
ma'am.
session right here. It was really great session with you, and I think, asked a lot of great questions which can help others too over YouTube, people who are watching the video. And thank you so much for connecting to me. It was
Thank you
lovely.
so much, ma'am, from myself to have a lovely discussion.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay then. Bye bye. Have a great day ahead.
Bye, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.